Alright, me ups. Oh no, hang on, that's the wrong Nottingham beer reviewers intro, isn't it? Sorry, Dave. Sorry, Wraggy. What I mean to say is, hello, welcome to Disco's beer reviews on Rasco and Disco beer review. Another beer video from in front of the cans and bowls here on the bar. Who I'm still identifying as the Disco Arms. So yeah, as you probably see, this video is a little bit of a tribute to another well-known beer reviewer. Goes by the name of Wraggy. To that end, I'm doing it in front of my cans and bottles, like as always, but also as a little bit of a tribute to him. Got a tribute glass and a bit of wood to stand it on. That's a special edition. Haven't cut it very well, but that's for another project. In order to do that, I'm going to do this one a little bit different to my usual videos. You might have noticed quite a lot of jump cuts and editing because I'm always umming and ahhing and stammering and probably not very good at beer reviews. Whereas Raggy just gets his camera out. I think it's his phone camera, points it, and gets on with the beer video. No fancy thumbnails, no fancy titles. That's not a slight on Raggy in a way he does things, by the way, because he does get a lot of beer reviews, gets through a lot of beer. So I guess hasn't really got the time for fancy thumbnails and a lot of editing. Whereas I'm a bit of a perfectionist. Rasco talks a lot about mental health, and one of those things is me is being too much of a perfectionist and trying to edit out all the ums and the ahs. And every time I talk complete bollocks. So in this video, I'm just going to pour the beer into a glass and review it straight in much the way, or not as much quality as Raggy does. So if there's a lot of and ahhing in this video, that's why. So yeah, if you follow us for beer reviews, you probably follow Raggy too, beer reviewer from Nottingham. Just before Christmas, Alter Ego got in touch with him and looked to brew a collab. This is, I think, the third time. I think he's 3-2 up on me for getting his name on a beer. To be fair, one of those was one I just paid for it, and another video coming up. So Raggy's definitely winning on that one, but it is good to see other people get their names on beers. So cheers to Alter Ego for that. But without further ado, let's get this into a can and actually review the beer properly as a tribute to Raggy. It is a chocolate and hazelnut stout. I'll read what was said on the can in a minute. And as we all know, very much the sort of thing that I look forward to and look for. I do love a stout, do love a bit of chocolate. Did I say hazelnut? I think it's walnut. See, that's the first mistake that I would normally edit out. But what we shall do is blunder blithely on. Then we shall get the WraggnifEye glass out. That's the other thing I forgot. Whee! Love a bit of that. Don't know if it makes the video better or not. And read stuff off the can. This is a little nod to Raggy's WraggnifEye glass, as in the name of the beer. On his live reviews a few years back, well, magnifying glass to read the beer can. Somebody called it the magnifying glass, and it kind of stuck. So much so that Alter Ego have put that name as this beer name, WraggnifEye. Me, in my ever advancing years and bad light and terrible glasses that I need to get fixed, I struggle to read stuff off the can as well these days. So I've got myself a magnifying glass as a tribute for this one, and actually to read some beer cans. It says on this one, Alter Ego Brewing, embrace your alter ego. Well, I am, because Disco is kind of an alter ego. Funny enough, it's not my real name. At least Raggy is kind of his real name, or at least his surname. We brew great beer for superheroes like you, like Raggy. Be kind, be good. Good words. Onto the beer, it actually says, brewed in collaboration with local beer reviewer Raggy to celebrate our 5th birthday. Oh, yeah. Belated happy birthday greets, Alter Ego. Raggy elected to go with the combo of chocolate and walnut. He must be a Walnut Whip fan. He said in his unboxing video that actually he's not. He just fancy trying walnut. You don't see walnut too much in many beers. I can only think of one other one. Mad Squirrel did a Della walnut, I think, as part of their chocolate stout series with different nuts. I imagine it's because walnut is I don't know, it's a particular flavour, but not necessarily a very strong flavour. And I wonder if it gets lost amongst all the chocolate and dark malts in beer. But anyway, bit of a blocked up nose, as always today. So see what I can get on the aroma. I had a darker beer earlier that I could pick up the notes on before even getting anywhere near my nose. This one's has come a lot closer. There's a faint dark malt aroma, but that's because I think it's got a bit colder. I mean, nose has got a bit more blocked up. So let's go straight on to the taste. Cheers, Wraggy and Alter Ego. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Oh, hello. Yeah, I guess I'm slightly biased on this beer, just by looking at it, chocolate and walnut. As it poured into a glass there with fairly bubbly, kind of creamy head on it, which is sticking around, and you can see the lacing already on the glass. Um, yeah, I like a chocolate stout. I haven't found one yet that's too sweet for me. Uh, this one's got big, strong chocolate flavors, cocoa powder a little bit. I'm not sure about the walnut flavor. Should have bought some just to see if I can review that flavor and how it works in this beer. But it's a nice beer. It's a lovely chocolate. It's got a little bit of roughness around the edges, a little bit of brown sugar roughness. I always, if you like, not you would ever have a spoonful of brown sugar, but it's got that kind of rough crystal kind of note. There is that in this. I always call it rough around the edges a little bit because there is smoothness, but such a rough brown sugar note. Again, not a slight. It's a lovely beer. Um, Slight spirity edge to it almost. Um, yeah, yeah, really good stout. That nutty flavour kind of comes through, but it's not. It doesn't express itself in a big kind of bold way because it is kind of, I think, a fairly subtle kind of flavour. But it is a nice beer. Wraggy often in his videos will then go off on a bit of a ramble about whatever's happened during the day or ever other kind of beer stuff. I tend not to do that because, as I say, I end up running out of words and I just sit and look at a beer and think, that's really nice, especially when there's a nice beer. And I have a little else to say about it apart from that's really nice. Again, that's that kind of perfectionist thing going on. Some people can just turn the camera on and chat. Sometimes I can. Sometimes I kind of stumble a little bit. So I try not to chatter too much, otherwise the video becomes too long and even I lose concentration. But I've always got the beer to fall back on, and that's a nice one. It's a nice chocolate stout. I'm going back to back for more each time because it is a good chocolatey flavour, more chocolatey than nutty. I say a little bit of roughness. Oh, there's a nice sweetness coming through later on as well. That chocolatey sweetness. I don't want to do a disrespect to anybody. I don't know if it's the best one this year. We're only in February. Should kind of count as last year's beer, really, but I never got round to it. I bought it early on in December, and I think at least at the start of this week when I went to planning this video, it's still available on the website. And also, they brought out some other really good ones. So I was really pleased to get some stuff from Alter Ego because I know Wraggy's been talking about them a lot as he does really good works promoting all of his local breweries, both near and well, also far. But certainly all the Nottinghamshire breweries and lots of Derbyshire and Leicestershire too. It's kind of overblessed with breweries around the area. Um, Here's an unboxing video for this one. I should probably link it up in the corner. Where will it go? It'll come up there, I think, somewhere. To the unboxing video where I did the Hellers. They had that was a really good beer as well. I enjoyed that one. Got a couple of others from Alter Ego in the stash to do. And again, I'll get around to them soon, as well as all the other beers I'm doing. So maybe I just do this kind of more guerrilla style video of just uploading as it is, warts and all. Maybe let me know. Would you prefer that or the highly edited, flipping things in, captions? and all that sort of stuff. As I say, each their own. There's no right and wrong answers, but do let me know in the comments what you prefer. And also, if you've had this beer, give a big shout out to Wraggy as well in the comments, because I get tired of saying that as well a little bit. Do you get bored of me saying that? Because I get tired of saying it because we all know how YouTube works, but that's how you're meant to do it. Nominally, some do, some don't. You know, click the like and subscribe buttons. You all know that, don't you? Do I have to say it? I don't know. Like I say, I'm rambling on inconsistently, but I'm enjoying the beer. So it is what it is. Either way, if you do like this video, there is a button specifically for that. It's called the like button. Please click it. And if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. It's not compulsory, but if you want to, and do a comment below because that's how YouTube works and the algorithm loves it. I'm going to sit back and enjoy this video, take some photographs to put up, and just enjoy the rest of this pint. It's a good start. Check it out on Wraggy's website. And go check out Wraggy's beer reviews if you haven't already. I'm in Disco of Arasco and Disco beer review. Until the next one, cheers and enjoy the beers. Got to get out of the video now. There we go. Bye. Cheers.